Hi, I'm Don Bell, and I want to thank you again for attending our seminar put on by Hope to Healing. We talked about hungry touch and selfless touch, and we talked about how our society has taught us that chasing the big O has to deal with chasing orgasm, and that orgasm is what sexuality and intimacy is all about. But we are presenting to you the fact that oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, that which God has put within us to be able to pair bond with each other, and especially our spouses. Some of you remember this slide on pair bonding interactions making oxytocin. And we talked about a number of different things. We talked about forgiveness, and how forgiveness, actually in the process of forgiving another person, you're making oxytocin. And how Christ told us this would more likely be a lifelong process, that you would have to forgive continually over and over again. We talked about listening intently and then repeating back that process of, you are important to me, I'm hearing what it is that you're saying, and I'm repeating it back to you so that you know I heard what it is that you're saying. I'd like to give you two more ways in which to build oxytocin in your relationship, ways in which to go from hungry touch into selfless touch. Pammy and I started about 2.5 years ago to start hugging when we were apart from each other for about 5 hours. And whoever was home first would meet the other at the door or be moving towards the door. And this response was a hugging for about 30 seconds. And research shows us that within that 30 seconds, and men, your hands stay at her lower back there, not roving, in that process, we make oxytocin. 30 seconds. You are very important to me, and I know that I am important to you. You are as glad to be with me, and I am as glad to be with you. We've created this safe place. One other thing that we learned here was tone of voice and facial expression. We had to move and learn new ways to be able to, instead of, Pammy, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Which would put her on the defense. Or she would say, Donnie, I don't think that's right. And that would put me on the defense. We learn to take that tone of voice and that facial expression and say, Pammy, maybe there's another way to look at doing this. And maybe there's some other way that we haven't quite seen to be able to do it. And we moved away from duh and you think, those type of things that put the other person on the defensive. And there are ways to make oxytocin. It's a safe place. Anytime you're creating a safe place, and you do that by tone of voice and by facial expression, then oxytocin, this cuddle hormone, is made. Thanks once again for attending the seminar, and hope you have a great day.